Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
No more talking for me.
Your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out, then I'll punish every. Okay, well,
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's
Yeah, I know.
just because
If you know why Sakura died, your heart will just
she's
shatter.
like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Why do we
Then
have
let's
to? Why do
compare
I have
Kyoko's
to?
traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her is Kyoko's gloves.
Got it!
Because her hand doesn't have the
I'm
tattoo.
talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced.
No.
The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't provide, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to. Tattoo on right hand, exploded line. There's fake nails too.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Okay, well, say tattoo on the right hand.
Kyoko there. Okay, then prove
The dead body wasn't wearing.
They got burnt.
burnt up in the
Then she was wearing.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Shoot!
Aww. Not tattoo.
Kyoko
Okay,
there is
fake
just a
nails?
ghost.
Because it has to be related to
then prove
The dead
fingers.
body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well,
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Yeah!
No, that's wrong.
No.
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's true.
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Not that
If anyone
complicated.
doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Wow.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Yeah.
That's the first
No.
thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify. Yep, it's Makoto Ikusawa. But that's where I get stuck with my theory. Sprinklers, exploded body analysis. Maybe tattoo on the right hand. We'll use that bullet. We'll look at everything, but
If
just in
Kyoko
case.
really is still alive,
then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't
Tattoo
think
on.
so. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma. Well, if we can't identify the body,
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
Wait, let's do Hina's thing.
if Kyoko really is,
Then who died?
I like the
There's some-
music.
I don't think so. The face was scorched, and there wasn't any description in the Well, if we can't identify the body,
Woo!
No, that's
This is
wrong.
too easy. Last case is too easy.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
A cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
What the
She's
heck?
just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
I know, right?
Oh,
Tattoo on the
yeah.
body.
The design's pretty strange, huh?
Her
It is.
master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Wow.
Seriously?
Swear.
You really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Man, we really should have discussed this while we were at the elevator. Oh, wait, where is it?
I got it!
Well, seriously,
The Fenrir
you know, when we're going down the
Mercenary
elevator, we should be
That's the
discussing
name of the
these
military
things
group
before we go to
Mukuro
class trial.
Ikusaba belonged
Just
to.
so we're all on the same page about some stuff instead of doing this.
So,
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is the wolf! The wolf! No, Kyoko wouldn't say that.
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Yes?
man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A
Yeah.
wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Mukuro
Hold on.
Ikusaba.
Isn't she the one that was behind this whole
No, it's the mastermind.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Oh, we know who it is.
What? Are you saying the mastermind is dead?
No.
And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No, the mastermind
It
isn't
means
dead.
we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Yep.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
She's an ultimate
Maybe
soldier.
we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she
She's
was the same
also
as
important.
us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
Be a
It
queer.
must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
We already established that
No,
can't be
the
it.
headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
Because you're framing
My
her.
information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, the reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brain!
But it's you that killed.
What
A
you're saying is
mastermind
that
killed.
both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then one of us killed Mukuro?
You know what would be crazy if a zombie killed her?
Wait, no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along.
No.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Yeah, the knife is me. Only
got
Makoto,
it.
me and Kyoko.
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Monokuma said because there was
Why do you say
reasons
that?
why.
Allow me to explain.
Why the 16th person never showed up in
Just
the
after
trials.
nighttime last night, I went to the garden. So I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went
Wait,
to the bathroom
Byakuya
in
can't be
pairs.
the mastermind. He was with us the entire time. And the murder did happen between 7:30 and 9. But Kyoko can't do it. Something is going on here. You know what? What happened in my crazy theory was right. The mastermind is part of the zombies. Like, dead body. Or a dead student that we thought it was.
All of which is to say, the four of us
I don't
all
know.
have alibis. The only ones without alibis.
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. No, it can't be. He's not lying because Byakuya. Oh yeah, that's true. Byakuya could be lying, but wait. I can't remember. I think Byakuya found Hiro. Yeah, so Hiro in the garden because he was looking for everybody, and he found Hiro at nighttime, out in the garden. So it's not a lie.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in
See?
the garden at...
See, me.
Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock.
You know what's also suspicious?
So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, he's right. No, wait, no, he's wrong. Because
Then
we
I
know
guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
Okay, he's wrong because, yeah, it's between after the
Oh,
sprinklers.
but what time did we find the body?
Ugh! Yumi-chan, thank you for the follow. But this, ugh!
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
What? No! Okay, we found it at 9 o'clock.
I
9
got
o'clock.
it.
Okay, you established
The
this
body
already.
must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Okay, you know what? I'll take the fall just because of you, Beef, because you love Kyoko. Because I don't think it's Kyoko. I know she's being framed by the mastermind. So, I hate the mastermind. Who? If it's Byakuya, I'm sorry, Byakuya. Okay? But, I don't know. I'm just getting stuck by the fact, like, everybody had an alibi. Kyoko's being framed. I was sick. Like, I know I was sick because I'm playing Makoto. So, it's like, the only thing left that's pretty much, like, crazy is one of the students that died. Okay? Like, okay, it can only be the dead people. Okay, like Taka, Mondo, Sayaka, Sakura, Junko, Celeste, and Chihiro. Because we all have alibis, but not the zombies. And we know the zombies can move around. I think. Actually, no, because we know Mikuru Ikusaba's body was there, and she wasn't a zombie. Right? Like, she wasn't. Oh, see, I'm getting stuck.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
We can limit it to 7:30.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit. So I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? Oh yeah, right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
That's true. Okay, it looks like the game has begun. Yeah, I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. No, but it couldn't come from earlier because, okay, if you weren't here, we found the body. Okay, we'll be explaining it here, so.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Sprinklers.
Took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
They will
And
explain it to
Makoto
you.
doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
There's something that happens in the garden. Yeah, sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the...
Yep.
And Makoto doesn't have an alibi.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to... So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Okay.
We've established
Oh,
a
it's
time
4
that
minutes.
took place somewhere between...
10 o'clock at night.
Woo!
No, that's wrong.
I was worried if it was either 10 or like 7:30, like one of the time stamps. Look, just
Actually,
listen.
the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
No, I'm saying
God,
that the body
Toko.
was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean by denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Oh, Toko, you so
Yeah.
cray-cray.
You're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
Because of your butt. Okay, sorry. I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. I should make it clear. What am I supposed to look at? Okay.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me?
No? Shut up, girl.
I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! How can you say it wasn't...
This should prove it.
I have to be like, I'm rolling my mouse wheel because there's a new function where like there's multiple bullets
Just
for that
remember
kind
what
of
the
mode.
body was like
So I have to be
after the
careful.
explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
Yeah, because we just touched the jacket everywhere.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just...
Yeah, we're all sick of
move
her.
on. The reason only the top half was wet was because
Of the bucket.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
Okay, we're saving here because it's 11:30, and just in case I can't save after it.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
Yeah.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it.
If I have
I
to
guess
turn
you had an
off,
alibi
and there's a
after
point
all.
in this
Good for
game where I
you.
can't, because we're near the end, if like I can't save, if I can't, like, you know, like the final try and like final, like there was a time I
In
think
which case, the only
couldn't
one
save.
left without an alibi
there was a part
is
in,
Kyoko.
before I couldn't save, so just in case we're saving now. Because I forgot if I could save during the, like final decisions, and this is the last case too, so it's pretty crazy. Which would mean that Mukuro's killers. No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered
I'd
someone
just
that's.
like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
No, we're not going to, okay? Because
Which
you're
is
being
why
framed.
I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now
No, it's
decide
you.
to
Why are we
blame
not?
me?
Okay, why are we not asking ourselves the big questions?
Stop wasting time. Stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Like, why was the bomb there?
Anyway,
Okay, that's a big
Kyoko,
question.
you actually
Who put
did
the
have
bomb
a
there?
reason to kill her.
And why?
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko?
See, the Akuya has to be
But
the
you
killer.
made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all, and as a result, we were forced into another
But he
trial.
can't be because he has
something
a
I'm
tight-
sure you weren't at all expecting.
He has a tight alibi
So
for this murder.
that was her motive?
I wonder, you couldn't use Monokuma because me and Kyoko realized that you cannot control Monokuma and do another thing. You can't
She had a
multitask.
motive and no alibi. Well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
Oh shit.
The
What the
sprinklers
fuck?
didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you?
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
A certain something at the scene was used to cover. Oh, the thing that we found. Oh, where is it? Oh, wait, here.
I got it.
We found this at
You're
the tool
talking
shed.
about the tarp, aren't you?
You
There
catch
wasn't a
on
lot of
quick.
evidence.
You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and
That one
would
isn't
take care
pretty
of the
true. I
water.
thought of that too.
In fact,
But it was
that's
dirty.
exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that.
But it was dirty. Shouldn't it be clean because of the water?
Only one side
Yeah,
of the tarp
Yasuhiro's
got dirty,
never usually right,
because
but he
that's the
falls a
side that
lot.
got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? That tarp, if it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched her body, right? No, there's a knife there! If it was touching the body, wouldn't it be
Something's not
sliced?
right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. And we have to protect Kyoko though, because she's being framed. Why are we not talking about how there was evidence in her room?
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one is because the sprinkler got that.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down to, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, there was. Wait, there was a knife. What?
Shoot!
By covering the body with
Oh,
the
wait, body before explosion. I didn't
the
see
killer
that bullet.
prevented it from getting
Okay, let's
So
use
the
this
reason
one.
that- it's
Because
because
I wanted the
sprinkler
body
got that-
bullet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected since it was facing down toward. Of course it didn't get dirty.
No,
Because there was
that's wrong.
blood. That doesn't make sense.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Oh.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
No blood on tarp. No. The blood was camouflage.
After the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim.
That would be a contradiction because he would have to say the murder would have to say after the sprinklers were finished and then put the blood on it.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Why can that
the
not be
killer got
it?
the blood from right there in the garden.
They got blood. Yeah. Oh my god, it's gonna be a sad one. It's a sad one. It's a chicken.
I got it! Could it have been
Oh, congrats,
chicken
brother.
blood?
What?
Yeah.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
Yeah.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
I don't think he'll
Killing a
do
living
it.
thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Yeah, they made some chicken nuggets for
I
you.
wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still
It's a
doesn't make
contradiction,
sense.
Kyoko. This actually would prove that Makoto isn't the killer.
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
Me.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When
The
you
tape.
discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no.
Not
The
really.
head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Oh, that's true.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Beef, you're the killer.
Here's what happened.
You can take it for the
The
team.
murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
That's true, because the coat can absorb it.
To pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Yeah.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
No, this didn't work though.
But still,
Hina, After you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Are you fucking
Then
serious?
you had plenty of time to spare.
Okay,
Didn't you say?
do we not have any like time intervals? Like, don't we say like Makoto came like 10 minutes, Makoto came off like 15 minutes? Like,
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must
Man.
admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
what about my fever? Oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ! Are you guys serious? You guys didn't see I was sick? Oh my god, are you serious? Oh. This is, and why is the suspicion falling on me? It's just like, let's look at Makoto first, and then Kyoko. Like, oh my god. Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. What an asshole!
Well then,
But
looks like we're back to
Beef
square one.
likes Kyoko, so...
Makoto's alibi
and
is
Kyoko
no
is-
good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
And Kyoko, she's being
You're
framed,
serious,
so we
man?
know it's not her.
Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well,
Why don't we
just
ever work
stand there.
together,
Out
seriously?
with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
That's a really long knife.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
You
That's
saw
what I
it with
thought when I
me
first
like
saw it.
2 days ago.
I just...
Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
No, because we all went to the
You
gym.
don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed.
You guys didn't notice I was sick?
The knife
Like,
we found
seriously.
stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
I'm so mad. People like don't even notice my well-being. Considering everything up to now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. You know what you should do? Show them your, like, let them touch your forehead. Let them see how sick you are. Seriously. You had a fever, like, in game time, it's like last night. Not even like, it's like a few hours had passed.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
I don't know which bullet to use.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid.
If he did have that knife before, that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No.
So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
No, it's not the
The
knife that killed
we
her.
found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it. Just because I had that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what...
No, it's not.
No, that's wrong.
Aw, Brother Fox. If you're sick, you need to rest in bed.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
I love how Makoto never, like, says
Lies!
an
We never
excuse of
talked
being
about what
sick
killed her.
when he killed, when the death of Mukuro
No,
happened.
don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it
No,
up.
there's only one stab wound. I know, right? I got everybody sick with my boogers. The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot. No, there's no way that's possible. Yeah, on the Monokuma file. Oh, wait. I meant to left click. Shit, I want to read the details just in case. I didn't need to check.
That there
And
was
then I
only one
had
stab
only...
wound.
Okay, whatever. Makoto knows.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Then the knife.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Mastermind.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same
Why are we
thing.
talking about the explosion?
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway?
Thank
Why'd the
you.
body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell
Oh,
me.
Beef. I sense that you hate
I'll tell
Kiro.
you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Well,
Go ahead, Makoto.
Hiro is not
Tell her
exactly
or we won't
wrong.
make any headway on this.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
A bomb.
You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw
Yeah.
the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
And who had the bombs?
Oh, then the explosion
Masterman.
was because of the Monokuma bomb.
And no, it's
Anyway,
doing it.
the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute.
What the fuck? Why are we not continuing this road? Who got the bomb working? The bomb was off. We don't know how to turn it on.
They wanted
Are
the
you kidding
knife
me?
wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is
Is
the
the
only
mastermind.
other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Mastermind! Kyoko's
Hold on
being
a second,
framed.
Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Byakuya,
Well, I
you're
just
being
feel
suspicious.
like we
But
need
it
to
can't
think
be
this
you.
through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It
Okay.
won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. Oh no, this is the memory one. Always when there's one bullet,
Then
it's
shall
like
we continue the
one
debate?
memory.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well,
Yeah, she was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that
Showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
It's the oops. I skipped.
Then shall
It's
we
the
continue the debate?
hit on the back of the head,
The
right?
victim's
Because
fatal
the wounds
injury
were
has
old.
yet to be
Be determined, correct?
No,
Those were
that's
several
wrong.
days old wounds that didn't kill her. It has to be the something hit like
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
a titanium
What
arrow.
about the wounds all over the
Those are
rest of her
titanium
body?
and they're heavy,
They
right?
didn't have
'Cause you
anything
guys
to
said
do with
that.
it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point.
Or well, they
If
said it was a
old,
metal
I guess
pipe,
they don't really matter.
but titanium is metal pipes, right?
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
A lawnmower. Well, that would be a funny one.
Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
No,
How
because
is
then
that
he would
even
just
possible?
like,
if you hit someone
yeah,
with that,
caving the
it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto.
Yeah, we found
Surely
it.
you've deduced the real murder weapon?
The real murder weapon is the arrow. We
got it.
found it.
Mukuro was hit in the
No,
back of the head
Kyoko
with
is just
something,
really creepy.
and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
An arrow. That's what the
No, they
culprit
should have been
attacked
like-
Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
I know, right? You would use a bow and like,
How dare you backtalk, Master?
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. Guys. Ready? Oops. Oh shit. Oh shit.
The
I didn't see
titanium
that.
arrow.
Duct tape.
It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Okay.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, because in the Monica, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master.
Too thin.
You have no right!
If it was just a titanium, it wouldn't be nearly thick enough, which is why they use something
Titanium
else.
Arrow.
Can't be
It was
okay.
in the
They
dojo
use
locker,
arrows,
right?
but we know it's the arrows
I
that
have
killed.
no doubt.
He is the one that
was
used to
murder
help
weapon.
lock the
Are
locker.
you sure?
To use
You
the
don't
duct
sound
tape to
convinced. What's the problem?
wrap it, right?
Because in the Monokuma,
I thought it would be for the
weapon
dead
must
body,
have been
but
about as thick. It
could it be
seems
for
like
the
an
weapon?
arrow would just be too.
Oh, I thought
No,
the duct tape
he's
would be
wrong.
like to wrap the body. I don't know, because you know there's blood on it. But if it was,
You're
weapon.
right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape.
Yeah, it was in the same locker as the
The
arrows.
killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Okay, we're gonna save here. 10 minutes left.
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Aww.
That's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely
Everybody has been
have.
in every room.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course.
Oh wait,
Don't we, Makoto?
well I saw her there too when I was exploring the
oh.
5th floor.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I
Yeah,
remember.
but you're being suspicious,
Then show
Byakuya.
us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence? It must be connected to the dojo locker. Yeah, but where was this? In her room! In
The
here.
one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive,
But,
your attempts
but
to
the mastermind
frame
could do it,
Makoto for the
remember?
crime.
Because you have the key. But the real mastermind, I don't know if Byakuya is a real mastermind, but we already know, based on the last chapter, Sakura's death, we know the mastermind can go into people's dorms. How do I know? Remember when Hina had the letter? It was in her room. Because that's what Monokuma said. It was the letter that Sakura made was in Hina's room. But it was gone. Right? Because Monokuma took it and replaced it with a fake letter. So this wouldn't really work. This actually proves the mastermind did it. Maybe not Byakuya, but mastermind. Okay, so we can scrap the idea that Byakuya is the mastermind because he has an alibi. But now we have a bigger question. Who is the mastermind?
This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this
But
away.
Byakuya's he keeps pushing the idea that Kyoko is the killer, but she's
Hold on
not.
a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's
Beef,
just
you wouldn't understand that because you didn't watch
there's
that
one
case.
more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? Yo, yeah, I'm doing it for you, man. But also because it is weird. Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone? No! She's being
That's
framed!
enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it.
No, she was in someone's... Yeah, she was in Makoto's room. But right before that, I guess this happened. Well, it did show us. The masked person tried to attack us with a
Can you tell
knife.
me I'm wrong?
So,
I should know.
what? Byakuya should know... Oh my god. Makoto, you... Come on, guys. Baka! Baka! You guys are idiots! Huh. What about it? No, oh, we're gonna have to do the memory thing. I'm not very good at this.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than any.
Byakuya!
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated
You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room. Correct. But
Could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke.
Maybe I should use this.
exactly what I said.
I don't know what it is.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya!
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Actually, I
Is
don't know.
that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence and then left the locker key in my own room. Correct? But
Could
No,
I
she
really
couldn't
have
do
done
it
that?
because she doesn't have the key. I know, but I don't know what to do.
Those words you
Ah.
just spoke.
exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Shoot!
Those words you just...
Exactly.
I'm not the killer.
You should understand.
Byakuya!
What are you...
Master would never.
Okay,
Proof that you... Is that what you're...
You
I
stated
should put that
you
not the
said I
killer.
hid,
And then left the locker key in my own room. Correct?
but could
okay.
I really have
Okay.
done that?
I'm gonna put that in the earlier statement.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
Wait.
You
No.
should understand that more than anyone
Ah!
here.
I got the wrong one. I wanted to shoot.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory.
You said I hid the evidence of my and then left the locker key in my own room.
I accidentally tried to remember it.
Could I really
I
have
didn't
done
want
that?
to.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Shoot!
Oh wait.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more
Should
than
I
anyone
remember
here.
this? Okay, we're gonna remember this
Master
one.
would never.
There's proof that you. Is that what you're.
You said I hid the
And then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
Shoot!
Ah!
Those words you just spoke.
exactly
I'm not
the killer. You should understand.
Byakuya.
Master would never hide something from.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory.
You said I hid the evidence of my and then left the locker key in my own room. But
Could I really have done that?
Ah!
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya. What are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's
contradiction-
proof that you aren't the culprit.
Is that what you're.
You said I hid
I need to
the
show it
And
to.
left the locker key in my own room.
Okay,
But
okay, we're gonna put this
could
to
I
be a
really
clear
have done
statement.
that?
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand.
This is so obvious.
What are you?
Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Wait. Yes!
No, that's wrong.
Oh, I was just pressing. I know what the answer is. I just didn't know how to get
If
there.
I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Yeah.
Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
And why would she do that? That's one way to frame her.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Freak. No, that's not actually true. But this just isn't like her. But does she really feel that threatened? What? If you vote with me and I die here, the mystery of the skull will stay hidden forever. What? This is a trap. Yes! Okay! But what if that's not really true? No! No! We know! Come on! Please! No! What is it? If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. No. Oh my god, can I save? Shit, I can't save. Okay, we're gonna let it go. Okay? Please, let's just let this go. I don't know what the lie is, but I don't think she's lying. Because she's being framed. There's more reason that she's saying that. I want to trust in her. She's not the kind of person that would do that, and I feel like there's just too many things wrong with that. The woodblock key. That would never be there in her room. She's too smart. Why would she put something like that in her room? Why would she explicitly go into her room to put it there? That makes no sense. Okay, I'm going with let it go. I don't believe in this. I wish I could just run away. A man forgives a woman's lies. That's a good one. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it.
Accept
I
what?
suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
Yeah.
Ew! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait
no.
a second.
Please. What,
You've
what
got
the
it all
fuck?
wrong.
Oh shit.
Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a
Yeah,
trial.
in the introduction to zombies.
And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up.
The fuck?
Huh?
Time's up. Class trials all over.
Oh my god, I'm so
Everyone
lucky
can
I
stop
saved.
talking
Holy
now.
shit. Holy shit.
Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time.
Guys, I'm so
okay?
lucky we saved.
Everyone,
Holy shit.
please vote using the lever in front of you.
Voting time?
Okay, I'm so glad we saved. Because if it's game over... What? It's not game over?
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
Oh shit.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Okay, the fuck is going on? Wait, what? I'm not guilty? What the fuck? Wait, what? What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job.
Yep.
They got it. What? No, that's not true. I was too sick to kill. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. It's just like the other class trials.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me.
I
I
know-
know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh my god, I don't want to look at this. Oh my god. Wait, why don't we stand up? It doesn't look like we're stuck. Oh my god. After school lesson. I don't embrace death, beef. Oh my god, this was in the trailer. Oh my gosh. It's weird I'm turning purple. Shit. What the? It's alter ego. Oh my god, it's alter ego. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god, alter ego.
What?
Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on? What's that? Yeah, it had to be.
This
Oh.
is...
Alter ego. Alter ego. Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell. I don't believe
It would
this.
seem...
It seems you have finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other
I mean, there was
words-
plot armor that my character wouldn't die, but that's so awesome. What I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. We are geniuses. We're all ultimates. I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an inch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so's Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way, that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Why? The massive high school towers over all the other buildings. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. What's going on? What the? It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things you need to attend this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. What the heck is going on? What? Where am I? My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing sleeping here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? What? Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? No, this wasn't a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast... What? Trash was piled high all across the area. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in here till I wasted away and died? What? Nah, it should be Chihiro. And he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. There's a door here. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, didn't budge. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Oh shit. We're gonna starve to death. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. Probably sleep. Go to sleep. No food, no drinks. The only thing to do is sleep. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. What fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. What the? The sound... Oh my god, it's the bags. Did something fall down from there? Look at it.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash? Rude.
It smells awful.
She's so cute with ramen on her head.
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than we expected.
So...
I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. Ah, her face. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Food! Oh, within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Nope. Well, the stories keep going, so I can't give up now. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt, or no, to atone.
you...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. Nah, because Beef loves you. He wants you to marry him. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. Yeah, that was a bit of a jerk kind of move. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive.
It's true.
I'll tell you everything.
In other words...
It's so that I can do what I can. Were you actually an assassin? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for an important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did, once. Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. Beef, you cray-cray. You forgot? But that's... Yeah, she said she had amnesia. I had no memory of what my purpose was.
Huh?
Yeah. Then is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. I disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. You can't make Yasuhiro shut up. He's going to be talking for the rest of his life. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
However...
And it could also mean, somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. No, Brother Fox, you can't throw your games. You gotta keep going. You have to be like Makoto. You gotta keep going. It's all about, like, that's life, man.
Correct.
What? Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? Come on, we always have that reoccurring thought that the mastermind is one of us. And it's true. The mastermind is in the student body that was, like, originally here. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. Brother Fox, you might get a smart team, okay? Come on, you have to believe in yourself. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything.
Yeah, but I think we're cray-cray. I think we're the mastermind, because look at that crazy side
out
thing.
of here.
Maybe Makoto has a multiple personality that I don't even know.
It's to stay here.
It's just like the dream I had before, but... What? Why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. Brother Fox, don't kill yourself. You need to believe. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Okay. Let me just check. Was there already a safe spot for me? Yeah. No, wait. What the fuck? Am I still in chapter 5? Oh. Oh. Well. Okay, well, we're going to end it there. Yeah, Byakuya's too suspicious, but I can't think of Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, and wait, Hiro, Hina, Toko, and Byakuya. They are not suspects because they had alibis. They couldn't attack the body. They couldn't attack Mukuro because they had alibis. And it can't be me or Kyoko because we know we're not killers. We did not kill Mukuro. Even though we don't have alibis, we didn't kill. So it has to be somebody. And I don't think Monokuma's lying because he is following his own rules. So, but if it's not, it has to be one of the people that are supposedly dead. Right? Because everybody alive has a reason like they can't have killed. No, that's wrong because Hina went to the gym right away. Oh, but that's true. Oh my god, that'd be so crazy. If it's Hina, holy shit. Hina, is it you? When I was starting to become good friends with you? Okay, so we have two suspects. Okay, Hina or the first girl that died, Junko. Like, I barely got information on her. Suspicious. That's very suspicious. I could not get information on her. Okay, so it could be Hina, because you're right. She had time to go, but the thing is, I don't think Hina could be, because when I went to the gym, she was already there. So, like, true, there is a time gap between Hina meeting me at the dining hall and meeting her at the gym. But she was there before I went there. So, like, I don't think she could do it because she would have to go all the way up to the 5th floor, you know, to get that off, to get the tarp off her and do all the stuff, and then go to the gym before I went to the gym. Right? And I'm at the 2nd floor going to the 1st floor, while she would be going all the way to the 5th floor and then going all the way to the 1st floor. That just seems like it's a bit out of the stretch. But so that's why my suspicions on Hina is low. But yeah, the first girl that died, Junko, could be it. I'm saying that not because there's any really evidence, but like kind of with my zombie theory, even though my zombie theory kind of has been destroyed, but because she was the first person to die. And she died by a stupid reason. And I don't believe in that. I don't believe she could die. Or she did die, but Junko's character is going to have relevance to the story. Because she died too early. And she's in the intro of the of the game. And she has to have some relevance, because that's, like, come on. Oh, Sayaka? No, she's dead. Oh, yeah, she's definitely dead. Okay, I can't... Like, Sayaka, I hate her. Okay? I don't trust her. I don't trust Sayaka with, like... with everything, right? She tried to frame me. Okay? What an asshole. She tried to frame me. I don't trust that. Okay. So, anyways, we're gonna continue it anyways. So, my suspicion is Junko's character is gonna have something to do with it. Or Hina. But Hina's is like a low chance. Like, unless she did, like... Actually, I have no idea. It could be Hina. It could be Junko. Or it could be one of the dead people, because zombies. Zombies. Zombies, guys. We're going with zombies. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna end it there. We're gonna continue tomorrow. It's already almost 12:30. Like, I went 20 minutes ahead of my, like, past my ending. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we're gonna continue it tomorrow, 8:30 to midnight. We might finish the game. I don't know. I don't know if this is the last, if this is the last chapter, because I thought the trial I was going through was the last one. But it wasn't, so we'll see. Hopefully it won't end like quickly, because you know I am playing it from 8:30 to 12 tomorrow, so it would be around 3 hours and 30 minutes. So hopefully it will last that long. If not, I'll figure out like playing like League of Legends a little bit. But I don't know, that game can't be that short, right? We'll see tomorrow. Good night, guys. Rest well. Don't be sick like me.